ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Brady again. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Brady. Open man has got one. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. Again for Evans. This time he's got him. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Brady now on 1st down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Yetur Gross-Matos. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Panthers 7, Buccaneers 0.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
No, 66. Check line 54. Line 54. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now Brady. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller, 33 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Ryan Succop for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
That ties the game at 7. To kick off for Tampa Bay.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence.
And he's into the clear. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Panthers 14, Buccaneers 7. Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. Third down here.
And 10 yards to go.
Check, check, block 54, block 54. That's right, baby, they don't want that. Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. We on second two.
Throwing now is Brady. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still
trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And a big turnover there, as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12.
Ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Mike 54. Mike 54. Record.
They'll try and throw for it here. Airing this one out for Evans. He's got a man complete. And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Throwing on first down is Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Come on. Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, Alabama.
On first down, Brady. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Mike Evans 28 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. First down, Bridgewater. Now they go screen. It's complete. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Intercepted. The Bucs take over.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
Lord have mercy.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now left side on the swing pass. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And that one results in 35 yards.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense overcommitting. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Bridgewater to throw it this time. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Bridgewater. Found his target, it's Anderson. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He was held without a catch in the 1st half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. And unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up 3rd down.
Incomplete.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Yards to go.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there, tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Joey Sly on now for the Panthers. There'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is no good. He missed it. And we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
56. Months 56. Hey, what's the ball? What's the ball? Play 56. Buy 56.
Brady going to throw. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
7-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially when we get deeper in the game.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. Man, I got you.
To throw, it's Brady. The left side completion to Jones. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Back now in Tampa. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Panthers' 12-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
52's the mark, boys. 52. Silver. 52's the mark.
From the gun, it's Brady. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 22-yard line.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Bridgewater. He's going to look deep for more. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Charles, defensively, one timeout left. Do you use it here, or do you let it roll to the 2-minute warning?
I would use it here because you're going to get the 2-minute warning stoppage as well, and then that means you have to snap the ball again. Something could happen. Something could go awry. You could get the ball back. I wouldn't let it run.
On second down, it's Jones. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Now 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Let's go, D.
Brady now to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Brian Burns drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Watch the run, 56.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Trey Boston. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about it.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield. Out of his end zone, Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Now Bridgewater. Got his target, Samuel. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
First down.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
4th down, they're going. Bridgewater. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense. And who got
Throwing on first down is Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch the
Brady now on first down. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he'll get it up near the 35. Right at the 34 here.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
Second and 7, operating from the 34.
Watch the slant. Shadow.
Here's Brady to throw. That's complete to his running back, Evans. He'll take, and now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
And here's first down. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now they'll toss to Jones running left. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's the veteran Justin Houston who got in there to make the stop.
Hey,
13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
6 man. Check curls, check curls, check. Hey, check it.
Brady. A quick pass here to Godwin. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
It's caught. Jones. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
At the 30-yard line.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
10 at the 13-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
At the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Jones. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. Throwing now is Brady. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Colts nothing.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Rivers going to give this one to Taylor. And the Buccaneer defense for the second straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 4th down, they snap it to Rivers. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Pick up a 2. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Again, it'll be Taylor. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Working out of the gun, Rivers. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From 6 yards away. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
That ties the game at 7. Rigoberto.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. A short kick taken at the 18. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The linebacker Darius Leonard applied the heat.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the 1st down sack. Brady going deep this time for Miller. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
They'll take over.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Following the interception here, Rivers. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A second down completion got them 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Rivers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting.
Intercepted. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing, Rivers. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. The sack by the Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Now Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
And goal at the Colts' 8-yard line.
Brady now to throw. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tom Brady to his old Patriot pal, Rob Gronkowski. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score. Buccaneers 14. Colts 7. Bradley Pinion the kickoff for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this two shall pass, this two shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 12 yards there and a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Rivers. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
9 yards. And the Colts first down.
To the air again here, Rivers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Devin White on the tackle. It's a gain of 2 yards.
Here's the backup, Jacoby Brissett. He'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10, right at the 30. He's back to throw here to start the drive. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. To throw, it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, here's Brissett. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Looking deep for Hilton. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw, Brady. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
To throw is Brady. This will be caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 32 yards. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Buccaneers 21, Colts 7. Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Now, break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Operating from the gun. Rivers. And a quick throw here. That's complete. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards, the pickup there, and it's a first down.
9 yards. First down, Colts.
From the gun, Rivers. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game. And I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. After the sack on first down, Rivers, he's got Burton here. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
3rd down.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Rigoberto Sanchez.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this.
And this will be caught at the 30.
Uh-oh.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Succa. And the lead now up to 14.
Pinion, the kickoff for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Rodgers on the return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Rodgers on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 27.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting, and that will write a finish to this ball game. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one are thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa. The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. With the echoes of Cannon Blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Carolina Panthers.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And off we go from Tampa. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now he'll throw with Brady. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly. And that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd and 5.
Here we go. 5-2, the Mike 5-2,
Here's Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Burris. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10 at about the 32. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. A first down throw for Bridgewater. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Carolina.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It's Steve McClendon that time who winds up getting him down.
2nd and 10 at the Bucs' 41-yard line.
Throwing on second down, Bridgewater. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after one. On third down, Bridgewater. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing the ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Airing this one out for Evans. It got his man complete. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 65 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Snap comes at one, and it's Brady. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Brian Burns. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. To try again after the sack. Brady into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Burris. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the... ...12-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
To put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Second and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Rolling to his right. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And this is incomplete. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down.
First down, Panthers.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at their 49.
Brady now to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Brady. It's a slant to Gronkowski. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain.
It's 4th down.
Brady going to go on 4th down. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out.
It's caught inside the 25. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
First down.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
21-yard line.
To throw, Bridgewater. He's going to go up top for the end zone. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Yards to go.
To the air again with Bridgewater. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
On the play. Brings up 4th down.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And his kick here is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Another run, this time McCaffrey. Give the tackle that time to Jordan Whitehead. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the 1st down marker at the Bucs 30. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Christian McCaffrey.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
He's brought down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Complete to Chris.
A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
46-yard line.
On 1st down, Brady. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Stephen Weatherly in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady looking downfield for Godwin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He was covered by Dante Jackson.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Brady. And that is incomplete.
Brady's pass, incomplete. Intended for Chris Godwin. Results in a fourth down.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They do go for it. It's Brady. He's got Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 65 yards. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Now Bridgewater. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A first down carry for Davis. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
The ball carrier.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a first and 10. McCaffrey following the penalty. There to stop him was Carlton Davis. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. On the ground, McCaffrey. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. McCaffrey. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. From the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope. No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Back to throw. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. And the lead is cut to 2 here in the 4th.
Panthers 17.
So now with little time remaining, they'll have this and maybe one more play. And the Panthers are going to recover here, and that should be enough to get them the victory. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field getting confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And I tell you, these division games never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we bid you good night from Tampa. The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
They put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here, 1st and 10 at the 45.
Motion, motion. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. 49, check 49, check 49. Check the backer, check the backer.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
45.
To throw is Bridgewater. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun. Walker got his target, Samuel. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 29 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a 1st quarter lead.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Panthers 7, Buccaneers 0.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At at their own 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. To throw is Brady. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jeremy Chin. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 13.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. They'll go with Jones. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Panthers 7, Buccaneers 0.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the
Brady now on 1st down. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
A gain of 22 yards.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. Brady going to throw. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Tampa Bay.
A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game.
Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. From the gun, Bridgewater. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass and they get 12 yards out of it. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Push him back. Push him back.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Bridgewater. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
We got 4. We got 4.
Bridgewater again. Being chased out left. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is, but how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts.
Taken from about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Brady will try again on second down. And a little floater there is incomplete. He was trying to fit it into Gronkowski there, and it's third down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and can be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll try and throw for it here. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. 45. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
The Bucs 32-yard line.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first, this one from 38. And this one is right through. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
To kick off for Tampa Bay.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 12-yard line.
They just do get the play off. Now Bridgewater. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That'll go as has a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
And they'll try for it here on 4th. Bridgewater and company stay out there. They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Brady. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Number 14.
Chris Godwin, 35 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's right through, and we are now tied at 13.
That ties the game, 13 all. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term,
it's a foot race. The 20, 10, touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 75 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Joey Sly to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail 20-13 our scores. They have it 1st and 10. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Scott Miller.
23 yards, the final tally.
23 yards. 1st down, Tampa Bay.
Now Brady. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the 36-yard line.
Brady's throw there complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 21. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd and 1, Brady. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Gronk that time, and it's 3rd and short.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Brian Burns in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tom Brady with a touchdown pass to Chris Godwin. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check, cross, cross. Shoot. Check 26, check 26.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. And we're back now in Charlotte. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Now on 2nd and 13. Bridgewater, quick slant, caught by Moore. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
10 at the 36-yard line.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Bridgewater throwing complete here to Moore. He's got the 1st down and Moore past midfield. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 41-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Clendon there on the stop.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. Now Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go again. Go Delta. 45, check my 45. Let's go, G. Tighten up. Let's go, G.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
At the 29-yard.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
I got you. I got you. Kill.
Here's McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Now Bridgewater. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback.
And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
10 at the 15-yard line.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
You know, I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Running with a fullback, Alex Arma. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming.
A 30-yard attempt.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. 16 more on that one and another first down. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone, all right? You don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Brady. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Miller. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 28.
13 yards.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now a first down carry by Jones. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
3rd down.
Motion!
Brady. And that will be incomplete.
Over the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Brady. He's got Evans. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. On 1st down, Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Taken down.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Again, it's Jones. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Now the timeout comes here. And the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. Now the timeout comes here. And the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the timeout comes here, and the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. Hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And that changes everything here in OT. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
That part 1 is done, now part 2. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. This is McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there.
McCaffrey, the ball carrier.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bridgewater. Open man is Samuel. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
McCaffrey. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Touchdown. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.